Hello and welcome back everybody to the channel. Join me in today's review and test drive of a new BYD Seal U DM-i. Before we go any further in the review, special thanks to Harmony Auto, BYD dealership here in Zagreb for making this video possible. I will put all their info in the description below. Welcome back everybody. Like I said earlier, in today's review we'll go through all exterior interior details, we check the practicality test of course, and at the very end go for a short test drive of this new BYD plug-in hybrid SUV. This particular model is an all-wheel drive model, more powerful, 324 horsepower. There is also a front wheel drive one with a 218. Let's start this exterior walk around with a front end design and details. Similar design approach as the regular Seal and also the fully electric Seal U model. We have very sporty narrow projective LED headlights with turn signals. I will put the car on later in the video so we see those in action. In the center, large BYD logo. Below that there is a front camera with a front parking sensors and some type of imitation of a metal around the grille design, and on a lowest part we have the radar. If we now go and take a look on wheels and tires, we have 19-inch wheels and tires, some type of two-tone in design and gloss black inner sections, Continental summer tires, and of course being a family SUV we have that plastic robust part around the wheel arches, which indicates you can go a little bit of off-roading without damaging your paint. Below side mirrors, more cameras, keyless go system of course, with some type of chrome details all around the windows, and gloss black B pillars, tinted rear windows. That is always nice and useful solution, especially now in the summer months. Not only it looks cool, it's very practical. Now we come to a rear end, shark antenna on a roof and some type of small rear spoiler, rear wiper, and this is one of the best exterior details, at least in my opinion, and that is that rear end with a very cool LED light design. And now if we go and take a look here on a driver's side, some all-wheel drive detail, BYD Seal U DM-i, and above the license plate there is a rear camera. Like with the most BYD models, there is a detail that indicates where is the trunk opening. That is very cool attention to detail. Below the license plate on a bumper we have rear parking sensors. On a passenger side there is a charging port, and we need to talk a little bit about the charging options and the battery size. The battery size on this model is around 18 kilowatt hour. One estimated fully electric range is about 70 kilometers, and overall range with the electric motor and also with the internal combustion engine is more than 1000 kilometers according to WLTP. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the exterior design of this new BYD plug-in hybrid model and what would be your ideal color specification. For now, let's go and check the rear. We will check the boot of course, because this is a family friendly SUV. One nice and premium touch, we have fully electronically operated boot opening, and the opening itself is pretty high. I'm about 184 centimeters and there is no way I would maybe hit my head on this plastic protective part. You can lock it also electronically and close it. Here in the boot, because this is a test or demo vehicle here in Zagreb, all the charging cables are in it and some of my stuff. Let's talk a little bit about the boot and its design. Around 425 liters you get with the Seal U DM-i. The boot opening is pretty wide, like with the most family-friendly SUVs, and you also have some type of flat floor with plastic protective part if you need to slide some heavier and larger items. One LED light on a passenger side. This is a subwoofer for the premium surround system. More of that when you go and check the interior. You can fold down these rear seats 60/40 and a little bit of extra compartment with some plastic parts here on a driver's side. Useful shelf, of course, you can open it, and below this textile floor mat there is another storage below that. Overall, very square shape, and for a family friendly plug-in hybrid SUV, I think this is good boot. Now let's go and check the rear seats. So before I go and sit on these rear seats, this is now the rear door opening angle, which is pretty wide. Like with the most SUVs, the great thing about this one is also that the door covers the entire side skirt, especially useful in the winter months when we have quite a lot of mud, rain, and so on. Let's now talk a little bit about this design and materials of the rear doors. Even here at the rear on the upper section there are some soft rubbery material, gloss black details. I said earlier we have a premium surround system, infinity, some type of metal effect, and of course in the center part everything is finished in some type of soft leathery material, especially here where you will put your elbow. A little bit of extra storage, contrasting green stitching, that is something interesting to see, and door pockets. BYD says over here. And these are the rear seats, similar design and approach like we saw in the door, perforated in the center part, green stitching, isofix anchor points on each side. Center armrest again finished in leather with 2 cup holders. Welcome now from a rear seats of this new model. I've put this driver's seat on my ideal sitting position. I'm about 184 centimeters, 79 kilograms. This is my knee room and my foot room. And also, if I sit dead straight, we have this panoramic glass roof, but there is no problem for me. You can now see also the rear door opening angle, couple of interesting details, some hooks, one LED light on each side. Behind the driver's seat, more of that useful compartments, and also behind the passenger one, 2 air vents in the back with 2 USB-C charging ports and a little bit of extra storage. Overall, I think if you need to carry, let's say, 2 adults of my size in the back, no problem. For now, let's go and check the passenger front seat. And welcome now from a passenger front seat. In front of me, huge center infotainment system, more of that a little bit later when we go and check the driver's seat. Let's talk a little bit about the materials and its design, similar like we saw with the doors. Some type of soft rubbery material in the upper section, gloss black details with some type of metal effect in the center part, 1 large air vent, and in the lowest part some leathery details with a contrasting green stitching. Opening the glove box, nice in size with 1 LED light in it. Below this center tunnel there is huge amount of storage with extra USB charging ports and 12-volt socket. In the center tunnel there's 2 cup holders, a little bit this part over here you can wirelessly charge your phone. Now we come to this most interesting part, and that is this gear selector that is finished in some type of crystal, very interesting and premium in design. I have to say, behind all of these features over here, we have 2 cup holders and the center armrest. Underneath that, another storage. And welcome now from a driver's seat. Let's talk first thing first about this digital dials in front of me. Nice design, nice graphics, everything is easy to read. There is a traffic sign recognition system, and of course the steering wheel, BYD steering wheel, still in 2025. We have these physical buttons, which is always nice and handy solution. Some cruise control details on a far left and the media on a far right. A couple of air vents here on a far left with again that infinity upgraded premium surround system. Everything is finished in this center part in a very soft materials. One detail I didn't mention when I go and check the passenger front seat that the driver and the passenger front seat are fully electronically up, and now you can see sunroof is open fully electronically. Of course, this is the vanity mirror with one LED light on each side. Now let's go and talk a little bit about the center infotainment system. If I remember correctly, this is around 15.6 inch in diameter, huge in size, I have to say. This is your home screen, navigation, some media, so on. Let's go just quickly check the navigation, where we are. Zagreb. This is very, as you can see, responsive system. If we go now back, these are all the apps: Spotify, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and so on. I will not go to all details, of course, just for you, so you can see maybe how this center infotainment system works. These are the ambient lighting system. Maybe you can see now on a camera. We have it some purple. The climate control features are on this center infotainment system, but like I said earlier, the screen itself is huge. It's 15.6 inch in diameter, so it's very easy to adjust everything. I will go back and over here. Like I said earlier, in the center part, 2 air vents with this center part. I'm a big fan of this, some type of crystal effect of a gear lever. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the interior design of this particular model. What is your favorite part? And speaking about the favorite parts, I have to say that this model also comes with a BYD party piece, and that is this screen. You can rotate, and not only you can do it here via center infotainment system, you can do it, you have a dedicated physical button on a steering wheel. That is very cool detail. For the very end, or actually before we go for a short test drive, I will put the lights on, and I will put the hazard lights on, so we'll see those in action. Now you can see the LED rear lights with dynamic turn signals, blind spot monitoring system, LED turn signals in the front, or sorry, on the side mirrors, and of course here in a front end with LED projector headlights. Welcome now to a test drive of this plug-in hybrid family SUV. In front of me on a digital dice you can see the traffic sign recognition system and also the energy flow monitoring system. Always cool to see that on a hybrid and plug-in hybrid models. 20% on with a battery and 207 kilometers from a petrol engine. Now I did some test kilometers from a dealership here to a parking lot, so I can tell you my initial thoughts. First thing first, we have the head-up display in front of me, very large and easy to read out. The seating position, you sit a little bit higher than in the standard, of course, compact hatchback. This is something that most of the potential buyers would definitely appreciate. You have a very good view in front of you, and of course huge side mirrors, especially for a relatively small family SUV, so you can have a greater so you have a great view left and the right. Some useful features technology wise, if I go now and go into reverse, you will see the beeping from the rear sensors, and also this is the rear camera and the bird's eye view camera. Another great detail is that if I go now into drive, we have a folding operation with the side mirrors, so it's easier to see left and right. Now I will go, you can see the car in front of me. I will go now out of this parking space. We will go and find here another parking space. I will show you how easy it is to park this SUV, even though this is my first drive with this particular model. Of course, I need to tell you again that the operation with the steering wheel is very easy to operate, especially worth mentioning around the city driving. You can see now all the cameras working in my favor, front, rear, and the bird eye view. Also, of course, the folding operation with the side mirrors, and I think this is nice. Okay, now we will go for a short drive. Before we go, actually, I need to tell you about my seating position and this center armrest, and of course this on a doors. For me at least, it's on ideal position, especially this center armrest. Now let's go for a short test drive. The one thing I cannot tell you is the fuel consumption, but the overall fuel consumption with this model, combined EV and the petrol engine, is around 6.4 liters. That is the official number. Moving around the parking lot with a 324 horsepower, there will be no problems for the, I think, average commute. Sometimes with a large SUVs can be a little bit intimidating to drive those, especially on a on a short test drive around the city, but this overall size is perfectly fine for me. Like I said, and you saw earlier, you have quite a lot of these safety and parking systems working in your favor. Also, there are some physical stuff like the large side mirrors, and you have that raised up seating position. That is something very useful, especially from the point of view in front of me. Very easy to see everything. The another detail worth mentioning about the suspension is, especially with the plug-in hybrid models and also the fully electric ones, with this particular model we have 19-inch wheels and tires, and overall the suspension feel and seats, in my opinion, perfectly fine. But I would highly recommend, of course, if you are planning to buy this particular model, go ahead and test it on your own. Go for a short test drive, or even better, have it for a day or maybe half a day at least, so we'll have the best opinion on this particular model. One beneficial detail is that with the traffic sign recognition system, with the headlight display, there is also a traffic sign recognition system and also the blind spot monitoring system. Overall, let me know in the comment section what you think about this particular model and its interior design. What is your favorite BYD model? And before I go and wrap this video, I have to say again, big thanks to Harmony Auto BYD dealership here in Zagreb for making this video possible. I will put all the info in the description below. And thank you so much for watching this video. Wish you all a very nice day.